Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
The Rock says, The Rock says, The Rock says, The Rock says. The Rock says, know your damn role.
Fight! Oh, the excitement of the World Wrestling Federation! Away we go! Hi everyone, I'm Tony Schiavone, joined in the broadcast location by Jesse the Body Ventura.
Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you, Schiavone, don't you get out of line with me, because I wrestled. You're the man responsible for Bobby Heenan getting run off the air. So you stay in line with me.
Don't you worry about that, Jesse Ventura. Oh, yeah!
It's going crazy for these guys.
Many are standing and cheering.
Not even Mickey Mouse and Goofy could get in here. And you know what? I caught them both trying to sneak in the back door. They ain't never going to try that again.
Tremendous crowd on hand. The stage is set. And you better believe they're prepared for this.
Well, we should see some spectacular moves in this bout. This ought to be some great wrestling with these two, because mechanically there may not be two more sound wrestlers in the world. Certainly they got a plan, but the question is, will the plan work? You can have all the plans in the world, Schiavone.
Okay, Jesse the Body Ventura, but I would think just right now the butterflies are starting to mount.
Absolutely. Every man has to have tremendous amount of confidence, but as I said before, there'll be only one winner. Confidence isn't going to win it for you.
Anything can happen here.
Hold it.
All right. Oh, listen to the grooves.
Hey, I said hold it down.
They don't like him, Jesse. You know, they think though, Jesse, realistically, fans all around the world, regardless if you are from Australia or Great Britain or USA, certainly the tactic will really get your blood boiling.
And why is that?
Because he is arrogant, because he thinks so little of everyone, Jesse.
Simply because the man can wrestle, Tony.
Well, you can wrestle and you can kill.
Treat the commoners with respect.
Yes. Good to have you with us wherever you are. He's looking our way. I don't think he likes the way you're dressed. I don't think he likes anything about anyone.
I think he may be needing a physical from me before the matchup. I can take his heartbeat, you know, Tony.
Get your hands up. When he makes his way over here, you stand in front of him.
Hopefully he won't get over here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What a crowd here, though. I can't believe it. Filled the capacity. I told you before, not even Mickey and Goofy could get in, and I made sure they couldn't. They didn't have tickets. Did you have a ticket, Schiavone?
What are you insinuating?
Well, then what are you doing here?
Well, I just wanted to sit beside of you. It was okay. Listen to the fans. They are standing and cheering.
Well,
they are really prepared. Yeah.
Well, I got a feeling this match could go a long, long time.
Oh, they're in such great condition, Jess, that it's going to have to take a long time.
And even besides the condition, Tony, it's the egos involved. I mean, how will each man be able to look himself in the mirror tomorrow? That's a tough pill to swallow.
For those with big egos.
Well, you gotta have a big ego to be a top wrestler. Look at this capacity crowd. Wow. Tremendous arena here. Great to be a part of it.
It really is, Jess. It is a tremendous crowd, and they have been fired up for this match, and they've seen a dandy so far. so far.
But I can't see it staying that way for too long.
And that may be a mistake.
What would you know, Shivani? How often did you wrestle?
Absolutely none. Oh, they are really going out.
And look at these guys blow to blow against each other. Wow. You know, I'll tell you, Tony, it's shots like that that make me glad I'm retired. Man, oh man.
Not wasting any moves at all. Everything right on target. Anything can happen here.
I'll tell you, this is some hectic pace going on in here. This match could well end up whichever has the most endurance to keep up this kind of pace in the ring.
Really go up against a guy like that.
Well, needs to out-wrestle this guy. Get him down on the mat and teach him a little wrestling. And I really don't know if he has what it takes. It's going to take a little bit of luck to get the job done.
Well, there's always the first time, as they say. Right here.
Well, you know, like they say, Tony, in the NFL, any team can beat any other team on a given Sunday.
Right.
The same holds true in the wrestling ring.
Break.
Did we see some moves and counter moves in that last exchange, Tony?
Boy, this is a high-impact matchup we have. A physical encounter from the opening bell. Both men, you got to give them credit, Jesse. Both men are giving it their all here. Let's not discount the abilities. He's as tough as they come, Jeff.
Absolutely, especially in a match of this caliber where it's more fighting than wrestling.
You look at him, vicious looking. Remarkable, isn't it?
Not only that, he's a very capable wrestler. He knows the holds. There's a lot of scientific holds as well. He chooses a different path, though. Showing us he is much more than that. He has become a complete wrestler.
He better be a complete wrestler.
And I would agree, win or lose in this match is going to take something away from him. He may learn something here.
And no matter what happens in this wrestling, it always comes back to basics, Tony. Whoever can execute the basics the best, 9 times out of 10 wins it. And 9 times out of 10, a great wrestler will be the muscle man.
Exactly. You're right.
Giving a good account of himself.
There's no question about that. Win or lose this match is making a great showing.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Tony. Win, lose, or draw, whoever wins this thing, I'm going to interview the winner. When this match is over, I will get an interview with the winner.
All right, Jeff. Do we have time? Let me ask the people that we have time to let Jesse do anything he wants to do on this delegation. I guess we do.
The crowd. Now, why don't they applaud? Some great wrestling moves right there.
You ever thought maybe the wrestling fan today has been conditioned not to applaud?
Maybe.
And it is great wrestling, Jesse. You're right. They should applaud it because it's some great moves. This has been a classic wrestling match so far, Jeff.
I've yet to see him break a rule yet.
Well, just hang on here. Things will start going his way.
Right.
Looking out to the crowd, and who do you think this helps?
Well, who really knows? You know, both are going to feel each other out a little bit. And like I said, it's going to depend on whether it's wrestling or whether it's brawling.
The fans now clapping.
And you know what? He's one of these kind of wrestlers that gets inspired by the fans. He's a guy that definitely reacts to fanfare. Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's not so good.
Now measuring.
He shouldn't be making that kind of mistake listening to what the crowd's saying.
Could have been a mistake.
That is a mistake. And that could prove to be his undoing this evening, Tony.
Both men duking it out.
And referee Joey Morella better go for some type of control.
The fans are loving this one here. Taunting now, and that's really easy to do when you got the advantage.
Exactly, Tony. I don't always agree with any other announcer, Shivani, but I'll give you credit on that one. A rarity.
Now
tide of this match has changed drastically now.
Look at disbelief on his face, goes right back in the attack once again. He is really taking a beating. He's really frustrated. Look at him.
He doesn't look happy, does he?
Not at all. Lured him into a false sense of security, kind of.
I told you this guy can fight.
He's showing it right here.
See, now they've got into wrestling here, Tony. They're using holds. They're using classic wrestling holds.
Yeah, that looked like a wrestling hold or two on the outside right there.
No. I'm not saying that, Tony Schiavone. I'm saying that sometimes you have to take chances to win.
Some great clotheslines, some great timing.
Unfortunately, there's nobody going for a pinfall here.
There's the referee.
This is the time to get nasty.
Yeah.
You can get away with anything right here.
Yeah, the cheat.
Absolutely. Hey, it ain't how you play the game. It's whether you win or lose. That's something for all the kids to remember.
I'll write that one down. See, there's nothing that says wrestling about that.
Wait a minute. That is a legal move, Tony Schiavone. Just as that was, they have 5 seconds, then it's illegal. That was classic good wrestling. And look at this.
I don't think there's anyone here that really appreciate that move.
I appreciated it, so there's one who did. Totally legal. Everything legal right there.
And it's a matter maybe. Look here.
The referee sees nothing. I love it, Tony. I love it. That's called using your head.
Well,
I can't believe Marella didn't see that.
you like that?
I love it. He's playing with his head.
You think he's playing with him or is he really afraid of him?
Look at him. He's an accomplished athlete. The guy's put together. He's not afraid of anybody.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jesse.
He's playing a mind game.
Well, once again, we got a good strategy for using a good move that if it ain't time is right, can still give you
It ain't strategy, Schiavone. It's animal instinct. Ain't no different than when you corner a tiger or a gorilla or whatever. They have instinct. They can fight. They don't fight on strategy.
Can't you compromise and say maybe it's a little bit of both?
I don't compromise at nothing.
Oh, Jesse.
Hey, it ain't how you fight the match. It's who wins at the end. The guy don't know how to wrestle. He's strictly a brawler.
Now he's going to try it again, Jesse.
Very Neanderthal. And changing the tide of that match. And that's the difference right there, Schiavone. You got an instant wrestler going against a thinking wrestler.
Well, that instinct certainly has led to many victories.
The tide of this match has changed tremendously. I don't care how strong he is. You can't take that kind of punishment.
But that still remains to be seen how much punishment he can take. Well, there's your instincts, Jets, coming through right there.
The animal has resilience, doesn't he?
He really does. And I should have said that. You'll think I was calling him an animal also, which is not the case at all. You like that attire, Jess?
Well, to me, it looks like some of it's missing.
Maybe it's the fashion of the 90s.
Oh, don't say that.
Maybe we'll see you wearing something like that one day.
I don't think so. I think I'll stick with my Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
I'll call it play-by-play here, Tony. You look like you need to get that mustache put back on. You're the only guy I know, Tony, that can grow it in a matter of seconds.
Do you like my costume? Do you like the costume?
Yeah. How'd you like my costume, Tony?
That's only a costume Jesse Ventura can wear, I guess.
Even more importantly than that, Tony's growing his beard mustache back. Right during this matchup.
Well, the beard mustache are easy. Balls, spots on my head are difficult.
That haircut makes Gene Okerlund's hair look good.
Now, Jesse.
Break!
You wait too long on...
Break!
And he'll unload on you. You know, Jesse, that man has superhuman strength.
The name of this sport is wrestling. This guy's a lunatic. I don't like him.
Look at this.
It don't matter.
Oh, my, did that hurt. And now, with some offense here. Yeah.
Now you're looking at a face full of pain in that ring. And listen to this capacity crowd coming to their feet almost.
Listen to the fans telling everyone it's time. And Jesse, you know what that means if he puts him out.
Yeah, but he's got to do it first, Tony.
And this capacity crowd is loving every minute of it. Listen. The fans chanting USA.
This is possibly the ruggedest match I've ever seen in my career. That was remarkable. You got to admit that, Tony.
You're not going to see a better move than that anywhere. From here on.
Unbelievable.
It's a one-man assault force right here. That'll scramble those brains around.
It'll definitely leave the ears ringing.
How much punishment can he take up top?
That used to be my old hold right there. Nobody knows that hold better than me.
You like that, don't you? I see a big smile on your face.
I think I was the first one that ever did that.
The first
one,
one?
I think. Look at these two guys going toe-to-toe.
Just duking it out, these two.
This is turning into boxing.
It really is. He keeps going straight ahead.
Oh, look at that. Cheap shot right to the eye. Can't beat him wrestling.
Now, you're right this time.
And you know, no matter how big you are, a good poke to the eye will slow you down.
Well, you can question the use of it, but there's no doubt it'll slow you down.
Oh, this is horrible.
Remember, it's not whether you win or lose.
Don't you get stuck with me, Shabani. This is horrible. This is utterly terrible. Now there's no referee to stop this.
Yeah.
There's a major problem here. Now, do you consider that fair, Tony?
Well, that just about sums it up.
You think so, Shabani?
Well,
you're pleased with what went on there?
One, two.
What do you mean, yes, Shabani?
Jesse, we knew it would be a brawl. We knew the tempers would flare in this match, so you got to expect something like this to happen.
Oh, come on, Shabani, you're grabbing for straws.
Now, Jesse, you can't tell me.
Hey, Shabani, you just call the match. Don't you try to make predictions or tell referees what to do.
Well, no.
You know, you're even dumber than Monsoon. I thought Gorilla was the stupidest guy alive. And you notice those are all closed fists. This is ridiculous that Joey Gorilla is allowing this to take place. Find a way to condone that, Tony.
Well,
Anytime it happens to your favorites, you sit and yell about it.
I think the special circumstances dictate.
And you call me a politician?
Yeah, you are one.
Oh, yeah, right. Special circumstances dictated. I'll tell you what, though, he's turning into a wily veteran, being able to get away with that behind the referee's back.
Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
I just want you to remember that quote, Shamani. Real close-in, close fist right there.
A warning.
Should be disqualification, Tommy.
You know the rules.
I know the rules. He's doing a number on him. It's obvious. Anybody can see that, Shamani.
Yes, I really think
Not even you are that blind, are you?
this is proving nothing.
One, two, three.
Why is it you won't say when your favorites break rules? Tony?
Because you say it for me, Jeff. Why do I need to be redundant here?
But you're notorious for repeating what I say. You're supposed to be unbiased. I get enough of that from McMahon.
What? Middle of the road here, not partial.
Oh, I've heard it all now. I'm going to tell you what you don't want to hear, Tony, but getting what he deserves right here.
You're right, Jesse.
And now the shoe's on the other foot.
You're right again.
I'm getting right too often here.
They should get him away from the ropes.
You can use the rope, Shamani. If you never wrestle, you know that.
unconventional move, would he not try to pin a man?
Wrestlers are so used to going for pins. You're so used to in that ring trying for a 1, 2, 3 count to win a match.
But it didn't happen, and we're back to action here.
Made me look bad in the corner, didn't he? The crowd getting on Bobby the Brain with their weasel chants.
Many of the fans jumping on the Brain. Oh, look at me.
You have something to do with that, Shimano.
Jesse.
You got Bobby Heenan thrown out.
You know, Jesse, I'm flattered that you think I have that much smoke in the World Wrestling Federation. And it seems that Bobby upset right now.
Things not going too good for Bobby Heenan. Wow.
Yeah, but you got Heenan and you got the Slickster.
They're not wrestlers, they're managers.
Exactly. Tell them that sometimes. The Slickster and Jimmy Hart.
Tony, you gotta take your hat off to Jimmy Hart. A little guy like him sacrificing his body. Jimmy Hart does not interfere in a match. All he does is sit outside the ring with the megaphone and coaches his wrestlers, which is exactly what a manager has the right to do.
And I bet you were the Boy Scouts.
You think so? I think he made Eagle Scout?
Little pipsqueak.
Hey, wait a minute, Shimani. With all the weight you've lost lately, how can you call anyone a pipsqueak?
Well, I'm not a pipsqueak.
You ain't exactly Godzilla anymore. You weigh about 134 pounds, soaking wet now. Come on from the south, he's pretty slippery and he's pretty quick.
The Colonel stays behind the ring post when he runs his mouth.
Jimmy Hart's no dummy.
No, he's not a dummy.
Isn't that Jimmy sneaky? Don't you just love him, Tony?
Well, I don't know if I love him or not, but you're right, he is sneaky.
I mean, he gets in and out of there, does his damage so well, referee doesn't see a thing.
He's quick, there's no doubt. Yeah.
Always remember something, Tony. It's whether you win or lose, it ain't how you play the game.
I'll try to pass that along to my children one day. For goodness sake.
1, 2, 3.